Flosstube. Welcome to you all. It is Sunday the 10th of October today, 2021, and this is Flosstube number 86. I never remember. I write it down like 5 minutes before I press that button and then it all goes out my head and I have to check. Anyway, I hope you are all still well and safe and staying that way and crafting plenty, because I know I have been this week. It's been pretty good for me. I've just had one of them weeks where it just felt wrong to not have something in my hands that I was working on, whether that be stitching or crochet. It's kind of been a bit of both this week. I've kind of been pushing myself a little bit because I need that jacket, the crochet jacket, finished before the 31st, which is when my grandson's birthday is. He will be 1. This year since he's been born has just flown. He's walking, he's understanding certain things, he knows how to nod his head yes, he knows how to say no.
He knows how to wave.
Yeah, he waves. He thinks about it. He will do the traditional wave and then he'll think about it and he'll do that.
He'll high five.
And then he'll wave. And he high fives, yeah. So time's flown. He is just amazing and I need to get that jacket finished. So stitching wise this week, like I said, it felt wrong to not have something in my hands. If I felt not bored, but just, I know how people feel when they quit smoking, because they say it's all about the hands, isn't it? You've got nothing to do with the hands, and that's exactly how I felt all week. So this week I have six projects that I've touched this week. Even I was in shock. And one of those I had to write down at the last minute, because even though I'd worked on it, I didn't remember, and it just wasn't on my list. Anyway, if you're new to my channel, welcome. I hope you enjoy what I have to share with you this week, and you continue to follow me and check in with me weekly while I share my cross stitch updates with you, the progress I've done every week. And if you're returning, welcome back. As always, thank you for coming back. All of your support is greatly appreciated. So I'm just going to jump straight into these 6 projects that I've touched this week. And I haven't put them in any kind of order. So, no, hold on. It fell on the floor. Anyway, first project I've touched this week is Carolyn Manning's Alexandrite. The colours on this, there was a couple, when I first looked at hers, there was a couple I really wanted. But this one topped it in the end. But hey. And although progress on this, it seems like I do loads, but when you kind of step back from it and have a look, it doesn't seem that much. Anyway, I will put a picture in here of where it was the last time you guys saw it, and then I'll put the comparison right there. Let me go the other way. Light is, the sun's out, so you'd think that's better. So you'd think it'd be pretty good in here. But it just, I don't know, it does something weird when I put the camera on. Let me just see if this makes a difference. It may not. So I've always got my ring light there just in case. Whoa. Wow. Let's see if that makes a difference. Hold on. Because mine has a white light and it kind of, I'm molting. I can change. Sorry, new for me too. What's that one? Whoa, that's more yellow. It's got white, bright white or yellow. We'll go with the lower light. Nope, wrong way. Turned it in my hands. Anyway, this is on 18 count. Just Ada, white Ada, 2/1. And although it seems like I sit there for ages, it doesn't seem like I get a lot done. The last time you saw it, I hadn't done, I think, these triangles here all the way around this one, and then the triangles all around this one, and the diamond in the middle, I think. I just enjoy it. It's so nice because we've been quite into series lately on Netflix, and it's nice to just sit there, and it's like little blocks of colour here, there and everywhere, and it's not like the odd stitch here, the odd stitch there, which is no good when you're watching telly. So that's my evening when we're watching something on the telly. Anyway, I did say last week I was going to try and pull out the ones that don't get much love and I haven't touched in a while, so here we go. This one hasn't been touched in quite a while. It is Mini Virus Detected by Randall Spangler, charted by Heaven and Earth Designs. On top. Told you they're not in order. I'll insert a picture there of where it was the last time you guys saw it. And here it is. Now, it's not a massive amount of progress, but what I have done is I jumped down here and filled this blue in because I don't have all the colours yet. And then I went, there's another shade of like orange copper in there, and I just started filling in. Yeah, I can't actually tell which colour, but anyway. And this one got, do you know what? Yeah, I've not written it on that sheet. It's something like 300 and something stitches. I haven't got the sheet I wrote it on. I don't know why I didn't do it. Riley. Just move that out of the way. Okay, we'll go with this one next. Now this one, there's a story. If you follow me on Instagram, you'll know. This is the Munsters, charted by Tilton Crafts and artwork by Daniel Kordek. I grew up with this TV show, as I've explained before. So it just seemed I had to have it when I saw it. Now, the story. I don't want the thread. This is the original one. I didn't like this at first, the backstory for you. The fabric I ordered off of AliExpress was pretty firm and a bit rough, and you know when you pull your threads through, you kind of feel it. It feels like it's fluffing your threads. I did wash it and I did heavily condition it, and although it did soften it, I don't know, in here I still wasn't happy about it. I was okay with it, but I wasn't happy, and I think that's the reason I've not pulled it out too much. So what I did was this. I restarted on a completely different piece of fabric. I think the problem was, although I didn't mind it being a little bit rough, a little bit stiff, because I was getting all these projects out where it's just like so floppy and so soft, I think then it became, sorry, flop that over here, it became, I could really tell the difference. So it took a lot of deliberation, I tell you, because I've got so much, I say so much, it's not even like a quarter of it, but that's quite a lot considering. So it was a very, very tough decision. I don't actually know what I'm going to, I think I'm just going to bin the fabric because I can't stitch on it. So this is where I'm up to on the new one. And I think there's 500 odd stitches on this. I would tell you, but I thought I wrote it on there. Apparently not. But you can see anyway, all that's new. And this is stitched on 25 count cream, even weave, 1/1. Full cross. So I think I am just going to bin that fabric. There's no point, because I'd never be happy with it unless I could drastically soften it. A little bit's no good. Anyway, the next thing I worked on this week, which doesn't get pulled out very often, it is the Pixels That Made Us Gamer Cell from Pick Stitch, which has finished now. I'm not actually sure if it's still available. I shouldn't see why not. as long as people are still donating, because that's how you joined. You donated to their specified charity. You send them the receipt to say you've donated, and then they'd send you the pattern. But it was a sale, like I said, so I'll have to message Justin and ask him. No, not that one. That one. No. I'm not actually sure how much I've done on these either, but most of what I've done, I don't know why I just zipped that up. I'll put a picture in of where it was the last time you saw it. I'll only show you a picture of one from previous, just because they were both in the same place. They still are both in the same place. And here is where we are now. But if I'm right, the change is only actually no, there's greens. I think I've done these greens all in here and down here. Forgive me, I don't know, and I don't remember looking at my picture, but I'm sure you'll see the change. And then this one is in exactly the same place because I'm working them simultaneously. So when I complete a colour on that one, I then jump over and complete the same colour on this one, because I don't want to start and finish one and then have to start it all over again. I'll put those away in a minute just because that bag's full. All right then, the next thing when I can get it. Yeah, for some reason I only wrote down the total on this one, on this piece of paper. Number 5, Minnie the Amazing Animal Kingdom, artwork by Amy Stewart, charted by Heaven and Earth Designs. And this one I've been trying to keep up this week. I think I'm 200 stitches short for the week, but I haven't touched it today yet, so there's still time. There is still time. I'll put a picture of where it was the last time you guys saw it. And then, okay, this is where we are at now. And I haven't checked the before picture, so I'm not actually sure whether you see the difference, but look, a little polar bear, he's popped out. He's almost completely filled in. I say he. The whale, the killer whale, is almost filled in now. Almost. And then I've been working a lot. Let me just pull it up a bit closer. That's light blue. It actually looks part of the fabric when you pull it back, but it's not. So I've filled in a lot of that blue. I even think that's a colour I've been working on. Yeah, I think so, because it's all up in here as well. That like orangey colour. It's looking good. Yeah, because I've been filling in up here as well. And the tip of that whale is nearly done. Those elephants though, so close. You can tell just a few stitches. I'm excited to get this one finished. I think I'm 24,000 stitches away from finishing this. I am going to finish it this year, I promise. This is also on 25 count 1/1 full cross. And if you're new, this is worked solely in CXC threads. It was just a cheaper option for Kelly because this is for my best friend. She wanted me to stitch it. And it was CXC threads are just a cheaper option. And it's doing well. Yeah, I did 1,934 stitches. I think I need 2,100 and whatever. So, close. Only a couple of hundred, but I might just be able to knock them out this afternoon just to stay on top. Anyway, the last cross stitch project I have to show you is my temperature butterflies by the Stitchin Mommy. At the moment I am only working on the outlines, obviously, because this is for next year. So if I have all the outlines ready, I can just nip in every day and put in the thread for that day. But if you're new, I'm stitching 2 of these. So I have 24 butterflies that I need to do the outline of. They're on separate pieces of fabric. But what I have chosen to do is the temperatures for next year as it goes through the year. And then I'm also going to work simultaneously a temperature butterflies for the year I was born, 1977. It'd just be interesting to see like the comparison between the temperatures that we kind of record next year compared to 43 years ago, nearly 44. So yeah, so it is just the outlines at the moment. Now I'm just going to work on one piece of fabric, and then I'm going to go and work on the second one and do all the butterflies all over again. I'll put in a picture of where it was the last time you guys saw it, but if you've been on Instagram, I've even done a bit more since I posted it on Instagram. Anyway, this is where we are now, and I still need to sew my edges. This one has been a nightmare, an absolute nightmare. It was just, I think I was just, because this has been another evening one that I've kind of picked up sort of after tea, before bed, and I think it's just I'm getting tired and I'm not being careful enough. The frog came knocking. I was halfway through that butterfly. I know I am now, but I was halfway through, and when I did one of these lines that come down and meet here, I'd already done, let's say, that one there, and I was bringing one of these down to meet. Instead of, because I'm working 2/2 on 36 count. This is 36 count platinum, by the way. Because I was working 2/2, if you've got like a square that sits between, that's missing, you've got a stitch and a square in the middle, there should be a hole, ideally, right in the middle, because it's 2/2. But when I brought one of these down, there was no hole, there was just that in one side, that in right in the one next to it. So somewhere I'd gone over 3. So, and the sad thing was it was here, but that's where I'd started my thread. I'd actually come all the way down here and filled in all of this. So can you imagine how much I had to unpick? I was so gutted with myself. Anyway, I pulled it all out and I thought, you know what, I'm going to get it back to where it was, just so I don't put it away and I don't feel like I don't want to work on it, because that's a problem for me. If I mess up and I don't unpick and I don't put the stitches straight back in, it will go away and it will be left for a while, and I didn't want to do that, so I did unpick it. Then I did it again. It wasn't the same kind of thing, but what I'd actually done when I put these stitches back in right here, there should have been a block of 5, then 4 blocks of 2, so 1, 2, 3 and 4. But I'd actually done one of them. It's just one single stitch instead of 4 blocks of 2. So I had 3 blocks of 2 and a 1. So I had to unpick it again. But I sat there last night and I thought, I'm not going to let this get the better of me, and I didn't. And I've actually picked it back up again this morning. So this side was complete yesterday, and I was halfway up this butterfly's body, and this morning I've kind of had it out and just been carrying on. So I'm glad that I did actually put it back where it was before I unpicked. It didn't put me off, which is like just weird. If I'd have put it away, it would have really annoyed me and I would have left it. So I didn't, and I'm glad I didn't. It's looking lovely. Like I said, this is 36 count platinum. Whoops, linen. And I'm loving linen. I almost don't want to work on Ada anymore. I do like linen. And then I've got my second count, which is Silver Moon, 40 count. This is an old piece that I had a while ago, which is what my second set is going to go on. I haven't decided which year's going on which yet, but oh well. The only other thing I've worked on this week, sorry, I was just thinking, it's not cross stitch related, because I like to crochet too, and I wanted to make this jacket for my grandson. He's my first grandchild. I don't don't think I have the picture. I don't know if there's a picture of it on there. My picture's upstairs. Because I kind of gravitate. Yeah, whatever. This kind of ends up going upstairs with me. My proper chart is upstairs. I can show you the back. I can't show you the front because I haven't got the front cover. Like in Wally. That's the back anyway. If you go back a couple in my videos, I think I show the cover picture. And it's meant to look like a motorbiker's leather jacket, but crocheted. And if you follow me on Instagram, you will have seen it already. This week's been really productive, not just for cross stitch, I tell you. Okay, I have been a busy little bee. I think just because time's catching up and I need to get it finished. This is the front. None of them are sewn together yet, obviously. But that's the front. All zips are sewn on. All zips are fully functioning. There'll be little pockets on the back of them that I've got to sew on. So yeah, both sides, the left front, the right front are done, so is the back. And then, yeah, all pockets are functioning. I'm not going to open them all, but... And then we have the sleeves with the little split cuff with the zip. How cute are those? I remember doing Riley's. It's brought back so many memories. It's lovely. So they're the sleeves. Aren't they super cute? Sun's gone in now. So this week I am going to crochet everything else. You wouldn't think there's much else to do, but let me look. You have, when you've finished all those, you've got the collar to do, because for some reason they don't do it on the jacket. You make the collar and then you sew it together. Then you've got the belt to make. Then you've got all the belt loops. You've got to make 5 of those. Then you've got to make, now I need to go back one, the right sleeve pocket, because there's a little pocket you attach right here with a little flap. Then you've got inside pockets. Doesn't say how many of them I need to make. I assume 3. Yeah. Then I've got to make the right front flap, which is what the zip sits on, so that when the jacket's shut, the zip isn't actually touching him. It's protected by this flap that you crochet and put it just inside the front. I think that's everything. And I've just got to sew the main zip like down here, but it only zips to about here because then it goes onto the flap and it kind of looks open. It's wicked. I wish I had the cover picture because it would have just looked amazing. You'd have seen what I mean. Never mind. Anyway, that's it for this week. That was quite a lot, actually. For me, that was quite a lot. In the last few weeks, it hasn't been that much whatsoever. I need to get some more stuff on my walls. This is like really plain. I have got that one. Alley up. My fairytale. My Flower Fairies by Cicely Mary Barker. But that's it. And it's so high you can barely see it. Because I have it like way up there. I don't know why. So I need to put some more stuff on here so it doesn't look so bare. I know I've got that, but just looks boring, doesn't it? Anyway, plans for this week. Literally, Kelly's, as always, every day. And I want to try and get my Once Upon a Fairytale out this week. I haven't touched it in, I don't know how long. It might be 3-4 weeks. Might be a little bit longer than that. I'll tell you what the problem is. The problem is that new frame I bought. The, is it called the Posy Lock? I don't know. I don't know, I can't remember, but anyway, I love that frame. I absolutely love that frame, and the thought of getting out my Lapman frame, I don't know, because the Lapman you have to pick up off your lap and move so you can get up and do things, whereas the Posy Lock you just slide the frame away from here and get up. So I think that's what's putting me off. So I just need to suck it up and pull out my Once Upon a Fairy Tale, otherwise it's never going to get done. So I might work on some of the ones I haven't touched much again this week, just because I've enjoyed doing them this week, to be honest. So yeah. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed what I had to share with you today. It was quite a bit, and I'm hoping to do the same again next week. All links, as always, I don't need to keep telling you guys, honestly I don't. They're all in the description to all my projects, because I have put them all in now. I actually did it. I think I did it last weekend. I think. Anyway, they're all there. Links to my Instagram, links to my Facebook. Instagram, I've changed my name now. You've probably noticed. I've actually put it the same as my channel name. So I am Tracy's Craft House here on YouTube and on Instagram. So links are down below anyway. Yeah, Instagram, Facebook, email. My email's down there as well in case you want to drop me a line. And my Buy Me a Coffee is down there just in case you would like to support my channel. Yeah, as always, take care, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.